We're gonna be doing a 2 and a 4 cut. 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna start out on top. I notice if I start out on top, it's a lot easier to do it. Do these cuts. If I start out here, I can just fade this right on down. Start here. I'm not gonna buzz all the way up to the very front. I'm gonna scissor cut this in the front. I'm gonna stop here where the head changes. Hey man.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Got a full house this morning?
I just got one headed.
Okay.
Won't be no trouble.
Morning.
Coming down with a 3 blade right here. You notice right where the hair comes off the head changes right there. If I go around, I got a 3 buzz, so we don't want that. Come off the head right there. Got long this time, didn't it?
Yeah, too long.
That popcorn mighty good, I tell you, I enjoyed eating it. And it was so reasonable. That was the whole thing, it was cheap.
Yeah. It's a good value.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I've always liked it. The squirts, all they do is sit in front of the internet.
I go over it all the time.
I see stuff stacked up in there, chocolate milk and juice things. Oh, I got drinking all that juice, getting fat. One of them skinny as anybody, you know. The other one, he get a little bit meaty.
Oh, really?
One of them's pretty meaty. Didn't say needy, I said meaty. He blubbers a little bit. He said he loves eating.
It's amazing how these twins can differ, so.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna use this 2 1/2 ounce with you. Open the blade up slightly to the match into the 3, where it comes off the head at. That's where the head changes at right now too. My wife ran into me the other night and totaled both our cars. I believe they're totaled. We have to find out from the insurance company, but
You're kidding.
I ain't lying to you. She was following behind me, and she was talking back to the kid in the back, talking to him, playing that game about Mater, about the cars, you know. And next thing I know, I hear a car running 50 miles, 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour running up beside me. I said, oh no. I didn't know where that thing was coming from, and bam, tore the front tire and wheel off the front of my truck. She run off over there across the road and run into the field and stopped the dirt, stopped it. It hit the kind of low the front end.
Oh, they okay?
Yeah, but it was a sudden stop.
Oh, sure.
And it was terrible. Right there at Lone Macedonia Church.
Really?
It was going to take a left and go back up the hard swamp.
Yeah.
That's hard to explain how your wife run into you. They even questioned, some of the cops questioned, reckon this was a wife battering a husband or something, you know? But not with the, you know, especially not with children in both the cars. I mean, I had a child with me and she had one with her.
Right.
And you know, we would never get that mad with each other to hit each other anyway, or to try to wreck each other, you know.
That's all.
That makes an interesting story.
Yes, that does. So it's carless out there, because cars out here at the car lot we could use. You know,
Yeah, I noticed when I pulled up, their truck wasn't there. I wondered if you were even here.
yeah. We've had a good driving record so far and we want to keep it that way, you know. It just happens that way that some accidents happen. That's the way it is.
About a month ago, my wife hit a deer, and 2 weeks later, I hit one with a cut me down.
Oh, boy. Out there where y'all live at.
Yeah, one was out on St. John Church, and I hit one off one too.
So many deer around there.
Oh, really?
And some nights you're going to see more about 9 o'clock or 8 whenever you're out. You're going to really see them.
She had heard something.
Yeah. I know one night I got to wrecking and about tore the front end off one of my, well, I hit a deer, but it's been 10, 12 years ago probably now. And on the way back, a deer, I almost hit another deer, driving that same truck. So they was really out that night. I reckon they was out trying to commit suicide or something, I don't know. Must have been a low food supply that year or something when they ended it all or something. Did you enjoy that job about as much as any job you had?
Yeah, I'd have to say I do enjoy the job. Michael, the only problems that really kind of is frustrating is it's difficult to get skilled labor in certain positions.
That's what I heard. I hear that a lot. I hear that.
We have a lot of really good people that do a great job and take pride in what they do.
What kind of position do you actually need?
Well, what I'm after mostly is just good skilled maintenance people. That's one of the most difficult. Got a pretty solid supervisory staff, and I feel good about that. We just need some maintenance support.
People that can actually get in there and troubleshoot stuff.
Exactly. And our equipment is unique, you know. It's not like there's anybody around that's ever had experience working on that particular equipment.
Somebody's got to learn that. They got to learn that equipment.
Exactly. I was really fortunate to have a guy that had been in assembler operation for about 30-something years experience when he came there, and he was just phenomenal. I mean, he was about the best I've ever seen all around maintenance man. He got sick, and he's been out for a good while, and you can tell he's not has started back working a little bit periodically, part-time. That
Was he had
nice of him.
cancer or something?
Yeah, but he's doing well. He's had treatments and surgery and then follow-up treatments, and he just.
Oh, one second. Thanks so much for letting me cut this video. Cut your hair.
More than welcome.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, man.